Alrighty, God knows how many take this is. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Ronnie, this is my wife Simone. We've never shown our face until today. But anyway, we're going to talk about the cost of having a baby before they are born, especially in Sydney. We're talking about this in Sydney because we are located in Sydney. I did a Google search to show, for those of you who's thinking of becoming a parent, what are the costs associated with a newborn in Sydney. This is what we found. How much a baby costs? Apparently, it's you can spend up to $10,000. Well, more actually. $10,000 on the first year. That is, yeah, that's about what we spend, give or take. And this is why. This is our numbers only, so your numbers might be a bit different. Another site, and that was released back in 2018, in April. Apparently, it's the cost of raising a child ranging from $140 or $170 for lower paid income families. That is somewhat correct, in a sense, from our experience. Yeah. So. And then another website state that on an average, parents will spend about $150 on their children, which is equivalent to about $15,000, just under, over the 2 years. Our numbers is actually somewhat on par on this website that I've shown you so far. However, this is what it looked like, what we actually physically spend. So these are the main one so far. So the first one that I purchased was a bigger car. We had a small car when before our first child was born. We decided to an upgrade. Now you don't have to do an upgrade. That was just purely by our choice, and the fact that we bought it from a friend of ours that they're going to grading anyway. So so in a sense, it was a good deal because it was a friend of ours and they don't need it anymore. And I'm like, okay, then we're having children, and we asked them, is it a good car? And a little bit of information, I guess, about the car. Not much of the car. I mean, is it really worth it having the bigger car? At that time, they had one child. Yep.
But the parents are here.
Yeah, so they need an upgrade to a 7-seater. So the 4-wheel drive costs us $15,000. They don't need them anymore. So the rest of them, however, it is actually split about 2 years. Yeah, about $10,000.
Yeah, and we have two kids, so I think it makes it cheaper because we can reuse everything.
At the time this recorded, my kids is about 2 and 3 years old. And there you go. 2 and 3 years old.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about what we would recommend having a newborn.
It was about newborn. Okay.
Yeah, newborn or before they were born. All the stuff that you'll be buying, or what we recommend as well. So the first one will be the diapers. Mom, take it away because this is your department.
So for newborn, make sure you don't buy too many of the newborn nappies or diapers because all babies are different sizes, right? So some baby come out too big if you buy too many newborn nappies, and you just waste them. You don't need to use them. So just buy a box. Normally a box is 80 pieces, and I think $30 to $40 a box, and you just use 8 to 10 pieces of nappies a day.
We're looking on the first couple of weeks.
Just 1 week.
Just
the first,
box. The first couple of weeks, you'll be diapers. No joke. You're just going through them.
Especially newborn, they use a lot because it's constant.
Yeah, their stomach is not that big. They keep on, they
just
eat
every
and 2
change.
hours.
Yeah.
Every 2 hours they change. They do the whole entire routine of eating, sleeping, pooping.
Yeah.
Not in that sequence.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. The next one will be clothing. Now, we bought our clothing purely secondhand. In Australia, there is a website called Gumtree where you can buy, sell, or swap any product goods out there, and we bought our clothing in an elite area. My wife's look at them as a bulk purchases. I think we only spent, I don't know, maybe about
$100 for the first batch.
Yeah, $100 on the first batch, and
it was from newborn. It's from newborn to 1 year old. They include bibs, blankets, like
heaps of stuff.
Yeah, singlet, onesie, going out clothing.
Some of them is a branded
Yes.
brand, like branded, clothing, and we never thought of buying them in our life. So, because as a newborn, you don't really need to get any of this branded stuff because they're just gonna sleep, eat, and poop. They don't understand the whole concept of any of branded stuff. So I think, like, our mentality changed. It's the functionality of the product. It's not much of the brand.
Yes.
Yeah. Because these days, as a parent, you have to think about, how much can a dollar can stretch as long as possible, I guess, in a sense. You got to find a way to save money. We search on an elite area, and no joke, oh my god, the amount of stuff that we got is a lot. For $100, I think we didn't buy anything for 12 months, 2 years.
Yeah, and your friends and family will buy new clothes for your kids anyway, so normally they'll buy nice stuff.
So, what we recommend would be getting a zipper onesies. Zipper onesies.
The Bonds one, in particular.
Yeah, in Australia, Bonds actually. Bonds outfit.
Yeah, Baby Zippy.
Baby Zippy.
That's the best.
This is the best purely because they have a zipper.
Two ends.
From one end, and the zipper from the top to the bottom, and then another one from the bottom to the top.
So because if those only from the top one, you're going to open, you worry that your baby going to catch a cold or something. But if you can zip it from the bottom, take out the legs and change your nappy. That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, especially...
You just put them on nappy, like not nappy onesie, 24/7, 7 days a week.
Especially during winter kids, they are so quick when you're changing them. Instead of the button-up ones.
That is not good with buttons.
Some days, like, instead of matching the right buttons, I ended up putting them in the wrong one.
Yeah, even now, back to front and inside out.
Back to front, inside out. So, definitely get them if you are thinking of buying brand new product. Now, this is recorded in January. Apparently, they're on sale.
They always have sale. Just wait for the sale. I always buy it when they sell. Sometimes buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 3 get 1 free.
So,
I just wait for this.
If you are thinking of buying new stuff, definitely Bonds will be the go-to website. I wouldn't even go to the Bonds. I keep on, like, when I go in the store and get, hey, I mentioned to my wife, hey, there's this on sale. No. Online is cheaper. So definitely check it out in a regular basis. You'll be amazed what you can buy from there. So onesies definitely. A bib, you probably only need about 5 of them. Maybe at worst case scenario 7 if you're washing, depending how frequently you're going to do your washing. Again, you don't even have to buy this brand new because they're just gonna purely just poop and puke. That's it. They're just gonna puke all the time. Depending on.
You can just use a towel.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you can get a towel.
I didn't use much of the bib.
Yeah. The next item would be the blankets, and again, depending when your kids are born. Our kids was born in
September.
Spring.
Yeah.
So in Australia, it's spring. So it's a bit, I guess, every single weather in one day. Some days it can get really hot. Some days it can get really cold. So we got a few blankets. I think, like, how many thin ones? During the day, we use a thin blanket.
Well, it's got given.
Oh yeah, we didn't. I didn't think we'd buy it. I didn't think we'd buy it. Yeah.
No, got given. Like,
but
the thin one
whole,
is good for daytime, and they like to be wrapped. And then night times, just 1 or 2 thick ones, just a second hand too.
Oh yeah.
From friends, family, relatives.
So,
all one.
If you are thinking of providing soft toys to your kids, do you want to grab one of them?
Do we have any?
She'll be right back. here she comes. So if you're thinking of getting one of these dolls for your kids, be sure you get about 2 to 3 of these. Our minimum is 2. Purely because if you need to wash one of these, they can use the other one if it's not dry. Be sure it's the same one, and don't give them too far apart. As in, like if you're giving this one, make sure you give the other one quickly.
Oh, you wash it frequently.
Yeah.
Like our son, his first one, he used it for what, 2 years. Well, we keep washing it, but since he's been using it for 2 years, it's so old and he like it.
Yeah.
He likes that one only, and even we got a new one for him, he doesn't like it. So we pretended that the old one's lost, and then force him to use the new one.
Yeah. So this is probably that way they don't see the difference between the old one and the new one.
Yeah.
So it took him, I don't know, 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
It took him some time, put it that way, to get adjusted to the newer toys. So where am I up to? Okay, next one would be the bassinet.
If I can choose again, actually, I won't get a bassinet. It was an impulse.
Thank God you mentioned that now.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was an impulse. It was a really good bassinet, though. We use a lot for our firstborn because we didn't get a cot. Did we? No, we did get a cot, but we didn't put it on because we put the bassinet in our room. He's sleeping next to our bed. Bassinet is much smaller, and it's portable. You can put it in the room. You can take it out in the living room. But since we're living in an apartment, it's not really necessary to have a bassinet. If you live in a bigger house or big area, bassinet is good.
So.
It's for the napping or when they at night time. I think for the first 3 to 6 months, they sleep in a bassinet because bassinet you can't fit in once they are over 6 months. Depends on how big is the baby.
Now, I'm never at home during the day, back in the days, so I don't know what the functionality of bassinet.
Oh, you can rock them. The one we have, you can rock them.
As a dad, I guess, because you don't see the utilization of it, so I leave it in like, yeah. But at the same time, she admitted that it's actually an impulse.
It's not necessary.
Not necessary.
Get it.
Okay.
So we didn't we use it as a bed for both of them at the beginning, but for our second, we just put her in a cot.
So instead of a bassinet, I might as well just go straight to the cot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, a cot is better.
A cot is that way
must.
You don't have. It's a must.
Yeah.
You don't have to go transition between bassinet from this little cage thing to like a bigger cage, I guess, in a sense. So a cot is a lot longer lasting. They can go about 4 years.
Yeah, depends on the cot.
Depending on the child, depending on the cot. But sometimes you can go that long.
As a toddler bed.
As
3,
a toddler,
3, 4 years, yes.
We had
our kid, they don't.
So bassinet, no. Cot, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the next one will be pram and per bag. This one if you have a car, I would suggest have like a travel pram in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a newborn, you probably won't need it for the first 6 months to a year.
Yeah, because you'd rather your newborn again. It's still they have a bassinet for the newborn. We didn't use it. We just used this pillow or something to put them flat when you're newborn.
Yeah.
Because majority of some of the travel pram you can't put them flat, so you need to use a bigger pram.
So for us, we didn't actually go anywhere much for the first 6 months. We just
downstairs at the park.
Just hang around. We didn't even use the car for the first 6 months, except the transportation from the hospital to our house. Aside from that, we didn't do any of that. We didn't do any traveling.
No, it's just some health check.
So a couple of appointments here and there, but that's about it. But a pram and a diaper bag is probably very helpful. Mm-hmm. We still have our diaper bag, even though we sold our pram. What else is that? Oh yeah, baby monitor. You want to talk about that, man?
Baby monitor. What about?
Baby